And you held my hand through all of these years. You still have Alchemy. Hey everybody, how's it going? Gotta put on my tuxedo jacket now and get serious. We gotta get into the deck tech mode. Let's talk a little bit about what we're doing. There's really not much to it. It really isn't. I mean, it's basically like a mono white aggro deck that splashes 2 blue cards. And they're not counter spells. Usually that's what you would do, but that's not what we're doing. In fact, we have Luminarch Aspirant in the deck, but since this is Alchemy, it's not Luminarch Aspirant. We don't get the counter on our combat step, we get on the end step. So we'll see how much of a difference that makes. Something I'm really interested to see is how much worse this card is, or if it's really not that much worse at all. So that's one thing we get to see tonight on stream and in the YouTube video. But also, contrasting that, we have a buffed card. We have Wizard class as well. We'll see if this got any better. The way they buffed this is it used to cost 5 mana to level up to level 3. Now, it just costs 3 mana. So if you get to level 2, you can presumably get to level 3 on the next turn. And that's not bad. It's 3 mana is still a lot, especially with how many 3 mana plays we have in the deck. That's one thing I'm worried about, is that we have 4, 8, 12. We have 12 3-drops plus this costs 3 mana. Both levels on this. So we'll see if we can get all the mana together to work correctly and all that. But this probably works a little bit better in multiples now, right? Because there might be turns when you have 6 mana where like you level 1 up and then you level the other one up, right? You level 1 up to level 3, you level the other one up to level 2, you draw 2, you get 2+1/+1 counters, you feel really good about yourself. One of the combos that I'm most interested in this deck is Wizard class and Welcoming Vampire. All of our creatures in this deck have the ability to draw a card off of this. Sometimes things will happen, right? Like you'll have an Intrepid Adversary that's giving everything +2/+2. So like whatever you play is not going to activate or trigger Welcoming Vampire. Sometimes Adeline won't, but sometimes it will, right? Cool thing about Adeline and Welcoming Vampire is that as long as you attack every turn, if you have both these cards out, you'll draw a card, like an extra card every turn. Welcoming Vampire is probably also really good in multiples. I imagine if you have like a Wizard class on level 3 and 2 Welcoming Vampires, you're probably doing pretty good. We got like 3 card drawing engines in the deck with Welcoming Vampire, Suspicious Stowaway, and Wizard class. Not to mention, again, we draw a card every turn, so should be able to like kind of turn this into a Luminarch Aspirant, right? It's in its own way, like a 7 mana Luminarch Aspirant, but still. And I do like the idea of like Suspicious Stowaway and Intrepid Adversary, right? You add some power to Adversary. So maybe you can swing 3 or 4 unblocked depending on what's going on. And the deck has like 10 removal spells, some decent creatures even with the low-ish curve, the conceits, right? Because Wizard class gives you deck building restraints. So Welcoming Vampire gives you some deck building restraints. But I think they all kind of come together, and hopefully this will do some work tonight. There's some cool lines in this deck, but we'll see if we get any of them. Right, so let's go into a brave new world and see what's going on in Alchemy. We go first. Would be nice to have a 1 here. Can't have it all, can you? Throw down the plains. They have a swamp and a champion of the perished. Yikes. Okay. Luminarch Aspirant, why not? Save this Fateful Absence for when the champion gets real big. Hilarious! They have 2 Champion of the Perished. And a Shambling Ghast. We are done. Goose is cooked, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we have 2 Fateful Absence. So we're going to give him some cards. But I don't care. Well, do I want the Welcoming Vampire? Do I want to take 1,000,000 damage to my stupid face next turn? I mean, yeah, you go ahead, buddy. What a good start for them. Jeez. Undead Butler. Ooh, neat. You don't see that every day. You see zombie decks a lot, but you don't see that. The whole team, baby. The whole team. Bought the gas, kill the 4/4, and take 3. Seems like a decent compromise, I guess. Come get a treasure, bud? Yeah, Well, now I'm in a situation where I might want a Welcoming Vampire. Blade Stitch Scab, come on. Ridiculous turns from our opponent. Oh, I can draw a card off the Vamp this turn, though. But I can draw a card. I really want to. I should probably just Fateful Absence, though. Drop the Stowaway. Bang the champion. I don't know why I felt the need to go ahead and do that, but I did. I felt there was something. I felt something. I'm going to get in with the Luminarch, see what happens. Block with the... Oh, they do double block. Okay, yeah, get rid of the Blade Stitch. I am actually totally fine trading this Luminarch. I was kind of hoping I got rid of the Blade Stitch Scab there. They draw. They're kind of getting stuck on lands, but it doesn't matter because their deck is all 1 and 2 drops. They spend all their mana this turn. Drawing cards off of clues. No blocks. Let Lurch in. It is nighttime, my dudes. Well, let's go ahead and draw a card off of Werewolf. See what that is. Drew a land for the turn, and we drew the exact same land off of Werewolf. That's Magic the Gathering. Let's play Welcoming Vampire. Usher of the Fallen, see what we draw. It's a Deserted Beach again, isn't it? Oh, this time it's a good Magic card. It's an Intrepid Adversary. It's not bad at all. Necro Duality, Holmes. Okay, they skipped their turn to play that. So we'll just Intrepid Adversary and get some freaking damage in, why don't we? Auto pay, let's go. All attack. Put him at 11. Which seems like a fairly high life total when you really think about it. I assume they get back Champion here, but they may be running low on zombies. So maybe they get back Blade Stitched or Headless Rider. Nope. Champion of the Perished is way too important to this deck to ever get rid of. We did, in fact, draw a third land for this turn. We did, in fact, do that. Another Necro Duality into a champion. That is sexy, dude. That is sexy. You get a nice... I feel like their guys should be bigger. Like, after all of that, you know? Usher comes down. But it's a 4-3. Oh, I talked about this in the pre-show, didn't I? That'll happen sometimes. Let's just come on in, baby. Let's just bring it all in. I know they're going to block the adversary. I don't care. Bang, 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 bang. They're at 4. That gets rid of 2 of their champions. We draw a 4th land. What is happening in the turn? Woo. Okay. White comes down for the opponent. Double Necro Duality triggers. Champion's going to get huge. Dude, I love it. It's pretty awesome. We have a 5/5 champion, no attacks there. So let's draw a card off the Usher we just drew. I say we drew a 4th land. I think we drew 4 out of 5 cards were lands there. Luminarch Aspirant, huh? Well, let's wait until after combat so we know we're drawing a card. Sucks we can't finish the job this turn. But we should be able to hang on here. We'll see. Final card was Infernal Grasp. Jeez. They go to 1. Let's discard the Deserted Beach. Deserted Beach. Let's play Wizard class first. Then decide if I want to draw some cards. No, I want Luminarch. Stowaway. Did they draw a removal spell? They did not, so they lose the game. Cool. Yep, that's a bunch of dudes. Cool. I don't even really have to block these guys. 3, 6, 9. Damn girl, fine. Hey, will you sock it to me one more time? And we go to 9. We get a Fateful Absence. We win the game. It doesn't matter. We could have drawn a couple there. Yeah, it's a good deck. But what's going on with this game? We go first. We play aggro. We go first. That's funny. I guess we can always go like Usher turn 1 and then Usher Wizard class turn 2. That's not bad. Cave of the Frost Dragon. Usher, baby. See what Orange has in store. I really like this board, by the way. It's like holiday board. Hive of the Eye Tyrant turn 1. Could it be the Scourge that is Mono Black? The Blood Chief's Thirst. They just don't like creatures in general. Let's play another one then, since we know we hate it so much. Let's play another Usher. Play Wizard class. Another Hive. Nice. And Nathan? Yeah. Nathan at all. There's another land. Sure is a lot of lands. Well, we could boast or we could draw 2. I really like drawing 2. You got a removal spell? Nice. We get some mana value off of this one. A couple of life. Let's level this bad boy up. Draw some more cards. Yeah. It's not a bad refill at all. Luminarch, Intrepid. One goes with Outland Liberator, huh? They can bust up our wizard class. You jerk. It only costs 1 mana? Yep, that's all it costs. That is all it costs. Well, I guess we go Luminarch Aspirant. Suspicious Stowaway? Yeah. Put a counter on the Stowaway. That'll feel good. If anything, Luminarch Aspirant Suspicious Stowaway has been like a pretty good combo in this video. We kind of can never pay mana. We basically have to forget this wizard class exists. We got our 2 cards off of it. We paid our 4 mana divination in installments. It's whatever. Opponent is awfully quiet over there. Here comes Liberator. No blocks. No, thank you. Hey, spend all of your mana. Nope. Ranger class. They refuse. They absolutely will not spend all of their mana. We draw lands. Gotta cut that out, bud. Yeah, I'll move to combat. I'll wait till next turn to Intrepid Adversary so we can get 2 pips off of it. We draw a Fateful Absence. Let's ditch a Plains. 'Tis a fine removal spell. Although that does make it to where next turn we're not guaranteed to double Intrepid Adversary. I guess we probably force them to sacrifice Liberator if we up Wizard class. And then we still get to hold up a Fateful Absence. So maybe the idea is actually to force them, like, we use the Wizard class like a removal spell? They're going to do it. Oh, not yet. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll put it on Stowaway. A little apprehensive about doing that. Like, all night I've just been trying to take Stowaway, like, all the way, you know. Oh, yeah, now they can just attack. Well, let's not let them. Do it. Sack it. You have to do it. But don't you want a clue? Ah, they're not going to fall for it. Well, I guess you don't get your clue then. Jerk. Sure. They didn't level up Ranger class, so they may have something to do here. Ranger class, okay. That's fine. Well, we're not going to be able to double Intrepid Adversary, but whatever. Let's just hit for 5 unblocked. Seems okay, you know. Let's bang on in here. Put them at 11. What do we get? A Welcoming Vampire. That's cool. Guess I'll put a counter on the Adversary. pretty high priority removal targets here. They level up the Ranger class. Gonna level up the other one? They don't. Okay. Coming in. No blocks. So we go to 13. They're at 11. They have 2 open mana. They didn't level up their other class, so they must have something. Yep. Infernal Grasp on the Werewolf, not the Intrepid Adversary. We've got a Deserted Beach. Well, let's make them pay for tapping out. Get some lifelink damage. Play Intrepid Adversary and double boost it, and then just swing for roughly 1 million. It's 11. Alright, they block Intrepid Adversary with a 2-2. They go to 5. We go back up to 20 off that lifelink. This is where I put a counter on the Aspirant itself. And they scoop. Alright, we did it. We beat sort of mono green. Like, it seems like mono green, but with removal spells, right? Is that what this was? Mono green plus removal spells? Maybe it was some kind of werewolf deck. Like, they played Graveyard Trespasser? Who knows? We'll never know what these 4 cards were. But look at our hand, man. We still had a good removal spell. We had Welcoming Vampire to sort of help fill us back up if we draw any more creatures. We had Cave of the Frost Dragon, enough mana to activate it. Like, we're sitting pretty. All right, we go first again. That's, wow. It really is the secret to going first. And just play aggro. Get ready to throw down this cave here. We have 3 3-drops in our hand. That'll be a fun decision. Come on. Let's play Magic. Willie, be good. Don't you want to play Magic? I love your sleeves. Some hype sleeves, dude. Willie. Willie. Play some Magic, Willie. Willie, you gotta play Magic. Willie. Why did you come here if not to play Magic, Willie? Willie, be good. That's your name and everything. Oh, we did it. All right, let's go. Willie's ready, everybody. Willie ready. Let's play. Now that Willie's ready to play Magic. Play some Magic. Oh, Willie's going to make us wait for his first land drop. A lot of suspense. What does Willie play? Oh, Willie plays green. Layer of the Floss. Layer of the Hydra here. We get another Brutal Cathar. Blue Source. Suspicious Stowaway. Yeah, Willie just sits there and looks at it for a minute. Like, ooh, what is that? I've never seen that card. I only play mono green. Yeah, they're really going to read it. Like, what? This is a card that's not... This isn't an Alrin's Epiphany, right? You know what I mean? Yeah, they're going to rope. I love you, Willie. I love you, Willie. Let's tip our glass to Willie here. To show support. All right, White Source. Okay, encouraging. We got some Selesnya. Ranger class. That is a card you see every day. You disappointed me, Willie. I hate to do this, Willie, but I have to Brutal Cathar that. I guess I don't have to. I can always just wait till they spend mana on the Ranger class, and then we Brutal Cathar. We kind of get mana value out of it, right? We draw a card from the Welcoming Vampire. Let's try this. Draw a discard from the Suspicious Stowaway. It's a Fateful Absence. Man, our hand is really good. Our hand is stacked and jacked. Packed to the racks, dude. I guess I have to discard a Skyclave Apparition? It doesn't seem right. It really doesn't. I'm going to read Suspicious Stowaway again. They forgot. All right, Willie. All right, Willie. Willie winds up. Plays an Overgrown Farmland. 3 mana open for Willie. Will he level up the Ranger class? Will he play a 3-drop? He will play a Borrowed Time and target our Welcoming Vampire. What a jerk. He is a... I mean, that's what I would have done. Honestly, Not a bad plan, Will. All right, so... That's why I shouldn't have gotten rid of the Skyclave, right? I should have gotten rid of one of the Brutals. Kept the Skyclave to get rid of the Borrowed Time that I didn't know was coming, but I should have known. I should have known something was coming. Willie doesn't like to play Brutal Cathars or Skyclave Apparitions. Willie marches to the beat of his own drum and plays Borrowed Times. I like it. Gotta say, Willie, I like it. Just giving Willie a taste of his own medicine here. Let's Brutal Cathar. Take out the token. Play the land. Get him with Stowaway. I want the land. I knew I didn't want to discard the land. Another Fateful Absence? Got our hand, dude. I should have kept the land in there. I have to discard 2 removal spells? I don't want to do that. Enchantment Tribal. Could be. Could be. Is Willie an Enchantment Tribal player? Do we see a Hallowed Haunting come down for Willie's side of the table this turn? Luminarch Aspirant for Willie. Willie appears to possibly be stuck on lands. We'll see what happens next. A Candle Trap. It is some sort of Enchantment Tribal, isn't it? Huh. Neato burrito. I want to go ahead and get rid of this Luminarch Aspirant forever with a Fateful Absence. That also leaves us mana to play another Suspicious Stowaway. Waka Waka. Let's get in with this one. That's a land. We discard those. Turns out, we discard them or keep them in our hand for discarding later, because probably just operate on 3 mana in this deck. But, I don't know. We needed 4 mana to do everything we wanted to do this turn, so I guess I'm glad I kept the land last turn. Willie with 4 cards remaining. Toski comes down for Willie, a very good card indeed. However, we have the best possible thing we could have against this play. Let's play yet another Brutal Cathar. I feel pretty bad, because usually when I play against Mono White, they have like 3 Brutal Cathars in a game. I'm always mad. God! Look at our draws. Jeez. Alright. I am going to discard one of these without looking at chat, but I'm going to go ahead and ask you, chat and YouTube comments, what card do you discard here? I am going to discard the Luminarch Aspirant. And I hope that didn't sway anything, because the Luminarch Aspirant... I mean, obviously that's a really good card, but... That's such a hard decision. Dude, that's a really hard decision. That's so hard. Yeah, we're doing that. We get an Usher of the Fallen. Let's discard that. Cool. The 3-drop. Aspirant, 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 Aspirant. Adeline, Aspirant. They vanquish, so it doesn't matter. They had Vanquish the Horde, guys. They play that card in their deck. That does suck. That sucks balls. That sucks balls. We get an Usher. Well, this is why you don't discard Adeline, I guess. Adeline into Usher. Rebuilds a little bit. But opponent is still at 15. After all that, they're still at 15. Will he be good? Somehow, with all the life in the world remaining. His Candle Trap did not fail him. His Borrowed Time still on the table. He makes the land drop. Willie must swing with Toski this turn. Does he also come with the Lair of the Hydra to try and race? Oh, he plays Sparring Regimen, Willie. With a Sparring Regimen, Toski will get bigger and bigger as the game goes on. Willie also goes and gets an Expanded Anatomy to make Toski as big as possible. Plays the Borrowed Time, his second of the game, to take out our Adeline. Willie is firing on all cylinders at the moment. He gets in with Toski, puts the counter on it, untaps it, will draw a card for the turn because I will not block with Usher, even though Toski's untapped. Toski Sparring Regimen is quite the combo, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes an Intrepid Adversary. it ain't gonna do much. How do we beat the combination of Toski Sparring Regiment? I guess we just draw third Brutal Cathar, right? That's, I think, our only real hope. Third Brutal Cathar or a Skyclave Apparition. We could do that. Willie winds up with an expanded anatomy. He's going to come in for 5 with his Toski Bearer of Secrets. 6, as a matter of fact, because he levels up his Ranger class. 1 card remains in hand for Willie Be Good. But will it be good? 2 counters go on Toski, threatening to put us at 6. Willie is at 15. Swinging next turn, we'll put Willie at 8. We will gain 4 life back. Can we win this race against Willie? But Willie still sits on 1 card. He will draw a card from the Toski. But will it be enough? Does Willie have a creature to put on the table to stop the intrepid adversary from gaining us life next turn? Or did he draw another removal spell? I hate Willie. I hate Willie so much. Jeez. And we draw a rock. We get a rock. Well, Willie, I have to tip my glass to you, my friend. I give you a tip of my glass, and I bid you adieu, Willie. Perhaps we'll meet again. And Willie with the strong draws that game. Good Lord. Everyone in chat, he is good. Jeez. Shuffler's fine, everybody. Shuffler's fine. Guess how many islands are in this deck? Guess how many islands are in this deck? 4. It might be. I may have bumped it up to 5, but still. 3 out of the 4 or 5 islands in our opening hand. Let's mulligan. This is a little bit better. Throw back one of the wizard classes, I think. Still not a great opener, though. It really isn't. Also feel compelled to play Cave, so I can't wizard class. Because I got 2 Caves. Oh, by the way, how many Cave of the Frost Dragons are in this deck? 2. Shuffler's fine. Let's see what King has over here. Overgrown Farmland, turn 1. Let's play Cave. Do I do it? Do I do this? Yeah, I do. Let's play Adversary. And Sega. Sega Genesis. Forest for Frequent King. Man, Selesnya is a thing tonight, apparently. Lotus Cobra is their play. A lot of choices here. I think I'll take away their ramp for now, though. I don't know if that's the correct play, by the way. Welcoming Vampire may have been a better play there. Oh, it's Bant. Okay, so they throw down Deserted Beach and go Neverwinter Dryad. We draw land. Let's go ahead and Welcoming Vampire. Get that on the table. And then maybe we can just refill next turn. Let's see if they sacrifice their Dryad EOT. We do. Had the feeling I could come in on attacks there, and they might not trade, because people that play Neverwinter Dryad really want their ramp, like, super bad. 5th land is a Rockfall Veil, so it's not banned. It's all the colors. They're playing Omnath. This is almost certainly an Omnath deck. Do you have it? Red, blue, white, green, colorless, so they do. Brushfire Elemental, though. Okay. None blocks. You know, instant speed. Yeah, I thought we might be in the mode for a rolling regrowth here, but I don't really care, right? Because they're going to deal some damage to us. 5. We'll go to 18, but then we'll go back up to 21 on our turn. Why didn't we? Are you serious, deck? We really didn't draw a creature there. We've drawn lands 2 turns in a row. I guess we up the wizard class, try to get a 1-drop here. Yeah. Well, we can still get a 2 and play it, so. We didn't. That's incredible. That's absolutely insane. All right, let's just get in and start racing here. Play their land for the turn and get in. So they don't have Omnath yet, or I assume they'd have played it before their land for the turn. Oh, seeing Brushfire Elemental makes me really think this might not be Omnath, or maybe it's just, you know, like a really aggressive Omnath deck, which is kind of cool. Doomscar? I didn't see that coming. Cool points for the opponent. They sacked the clue that we gave them. We draw a land. Oh my god. Dude. Would you cut that out, deck? I would really like to stop drawing those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 out of 13 cards have been lands this game. Let's go ahead and level up to level 3 on the class here. Might be able to get in for 6 next turn. Here comes a Pylath, though. Pylath's a good card. They also make a 4/5. Skyclave Apparition. Can't hit anything on their side of the table. I guess we can draw a card, but then I can't come in with Cave. So they finish us in 2 bites, we finish them in 2 bites. Going for it. Slingshot engaged. Put him at 6. So see if they can kill us this turn. Or disrupt our game plan. Field trip. Oh, you learned for a freaking environmental sciences. Oh, I hate you. Oh, I hate you. It's ridiculous. Put us at 1. Oh. Well, I think we might still be able to pull this off. Are you serious? Dude. It's okay, though. It's okay. It's okay. We somehow got something more tilting than them. We can Brutal Cathar. We can Brutal Cathar this way. And we still got him. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, dude. Oh. That was a game. Really, a lot of back and forth. A lot of back and forth. I will post match. Good game, you freak king. You're dude. Dude, Brutal Cathar is the draw of my lifetime. Opponent goes first. There you go. Ever since opponent's been going first, we've been on quite the anti-tear. We have had a couple of really good games tonight, man. It's the exact same way last game started. 3 white sources in our opening hand, draw blue card. It's the exact same thing. Now this tilts me a little. Every time I see a listen carry at it, it tilts me. Because, like, there's a better card in actual stand. Just play Reclusive Taxidermist. You have uncommon wild cards, dude. You have them. Wow, glad we held up this Fateful Absence. Let's get rid of you. That's worth giving them a card, I think. Hey, it's a blue mana. Let's Welcoming Vampire set things up. What do we do next turn? I guess Suspicious Stowaway, draw a card, hold up Fateful Absence is a fine play. Werewolf Pack Leader. Cool. Ranger class. So they're running low on good stuff, it looks like. But double spelling is sexy. Certainly not bad. Well, maybe we want Luminarch. We draw a Deserted Beach off of that. Opponent is tapped out and playing mono green, so while they're tapped out, I'm going to play this Fateful Absence on the Werewolf Pack Leader. Start the race. Get in for 2, and then I'll put a counter on Vampire. I'll make it a little bit more difficult for them to Blizzard Brawl to death. Not impossible, but slightly more difficult. Kazandu Mammoth comes down. All their mana, they don't have any lands, so these other 2 cards are something. These are actual things. Another Stowaway. Wow. Throw down Deserted Beach. Kind of want to hold the adversary until I have one more mana. Sucks I can't play Wizard class and 2 Suspicious Stowaways on the same turn, but I guess I can just double Stowaway. I guess what we do is we play the first Stowaway and see what we get off of Vamp. We get a land. Okay. I guess we kind of needed it. I'll play the other Stowaway. Put him at 15. Let's put a counter on a Stowaway. I may block with the other Stowaway. Depends on how bad things get here. So this is kind of a race. Oh, Blizzard Brawl. Blizzard Brawl. The best card in Standard. It didn't get nerfed. It didn't get nerfed at all. They should take the indestructibility off this card. Like, full stop. That is the answer. Take the indestructibility off of this card. It's unbelievable. It's the best removal spell in Standard. Blizzard Brawl, I say that there's no second consideration, really. Blizzard Brawl just is the best removal spell in the format. What if we went down to 13 here? I'll take one shot in the mouth from this guy? I think so. Another adversary. That's nice. And hopefully opponent's running out of Blizzard Brawls, but I wouldn't count on it. But I think we're going to have to count on it in a way. We get to double adversary here. We're gonna hit a lot of damage. Inscription. Oh my god. Dude, these fight spells, man. These fight spells. They're gonna kill us. Land. Let's get rid of that. Wizard class. Useless cards. Counter on Stowaway. May block with the Aspirant here. I might do it. Coming in with Mammoth. That's 7. We can go to 9 here. That's not really so bad. I think I'll take one more counter on a Stowaway. Cemetery Prowler, huh? What you gonna get? Boy, they got some business over there, don't they? They refuse to draw lands. They've only drawn 3 lands all game. Ranger class business, man. Business, business, business. It's ridiculous. God. That's so stupid. That's so stupid. Auto pay. They're out of cards now, so we know that 2 shots with these guys will kill them as long as our Intrepid Adversary stays on the table. Actually, it doesn't even have to if we put the counters on these. Alright, we draw a land. Let's get rid of that. And we draw an Usher of the Fallen. I'll drop the Usher. I think if we don't get anything else next turn, I probably will end up taking out the taking the Wizard class. Okay. What I like doing here is putting the counters here, so if we lose the Intrepid Adversary, there's still 3 3s, and we still win. That also gives us a chance to block with Intrepid Adversary if we absolutely have to. They tap, the Elysian Carry added, draw a card off a clue, looking for an answer here. Blizzard Brawl is kind of ridiculous. But Blizzard Brawl still doesn't really help them enough. They draw again off a clue. They have 2 mana available. I believe enchantments cost 1 less to cast. Or no, it's creatures. It is creatures. Okay. So here comes everything. What does that mean? See what it adds up to when they get done. 16. 16 damage. So we block here. And we block here. We take 6 and go to 3. Sure. And we win the game. Cool. All right, we did it, everybody. We done did it.